All right, what is up? Welcome to the Dinger Show, presented by OddsShopper. I'm your host, John Hyslop, joined as always by my friend Eitan. What's up, dude?
All good, my friend. Busy weekend, back at it today. Short week, I feel like, right? Holidays around the corner. Nothing stops for us.
Yeah, no, this is a really a fun week because it really doesn't count. It's like the it's kind of like the week after Christmas.
Ooh, okay. Between
You know what I
school.
mean? Where it just doesn't, it's no man's land. You know what I mean? Because it's July 4th, when in a few days. So this whole week, especially since where July 4th falls.
Correct.
You know what I mean? It's like, this week doesn't even count, dude.
Right. I mean, July 4th on a Friday. What are we even doing here?
Yeah. So nothing happens all week long.
So let me ask you this. A lot of people, smart people, have already taken this week off. But if you have to be in, right? Like you have to get, or maybe you're just trying to build up a couple of days. What's the latest you can work this week and expect other people to still be there? Like Thursday, forget. If you're trying to get work done and you require people outside of your office,
Wednesday, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. But even then, tomorrow might be it.
There's no Wednesday at the latest, dude. No matter what you're trying to do, you have to know that nobody cares after literally Tuesday. Even today, guys are winding down, man.
Right. Trying to get somebody on a call. If you need to talk to somebody before the holiday, it's got to be today or tomorrow.
Yeah, you're all set, you know?
Right.
So it is what it is. What's up, Sando? Vic's in here. Nice, man. We got some guys. I gotta be honest with you. I'm looking at OddsShopper, the portfolio EV tool. The play of the century is the top thing listed there.
Hold on.
Jacob Lopez on ESPN. I can't bet that for more than $5, but over 4.5 strikeouts is at plus 110 is Beautiful. Easily the play of the century.
So ESPN is either hanging a ridiculously bad line and they don't know it, or they're trying to bring people in by bragging that you can get it there, even though 95% of the people who can bet it can't get more than $5 down. So they're not going to take.
Wait, it's saying it's plus 135 now. Something must have happened to him. Is there Jake Lopez news?
Let's see. Hold on. I'm here for you. What would the news be to drop it like that, though? I mean,
I don't know, bro.
He's completely out.
Oh, he's out? He's not playing?
No, I'm saying he's off the tool. Like the play is gone.
Oh, yeah, no, he's off. I think this guy gets his 6. I don't know why that line would move like that. That's that's crazy town. Dude, now everything just went off.
I know. Something's up here. I'm looking right now.
Something happened. But Jacob Lopez over 4.5 plus 135, unless he's an open, maybe there's an opener for him. But then some of the books wouldn't even that would void.
Right.
Because you know what I'm saying? He has to start at most places.
Correct.
Some places he just has to throw one though. So you really got to know. I don't know that I should actually learn which books are which, but I can only bet at certain places, so it doesn't even matter.
That's kind of the point, right? Where it's you can't really apply any knowledge at that book unless you're telling people, but the more you give that knowledge, the quicker they're going to get limited at that book too.
Yeah.
I don't know what the comparison is in life, but if you found a way to make money off something that burns as soon as you give the advice.
Okay, so he is now over 4.5 minus 175 at ESPN.
So everything moved.
Okay, yeah, because 4.5 plus 110, I was like, that's the play of your lifetime.
Right.
We're not even getting plus 110 on 5.5.
Correct. It probably moved.
There.
It moved, Jerry.
It's gone. It completely moved. Yeah.
Now the earned run for Crochet. Do you not have any X highlighted here? Is there no profit? No Profit X.
Not on there. Profit might be on there. I think that's the newest slop portfolio.
Dude.
So yeah, there's some profit.
Crushed a beautiful 3-leg and 5-leg for tails, for Lindy's tails over the weekend. Just this system. It's beautiful. Just went to Profit X. And I don't know about you, but I can't play any of these DFS sites, any of these DFS places, except one, Chalkboard. I just stumbled upon it. And let me tell you, Slop, if you think this works great for the books and you can play any of these DFS things, apply the X strategy to one of these apps, and it's just going to be exponentially better.
How many legs? Like 3, you think?
You can do 2 minimum, right? So
Yeah.
a lot of times you can basically build. So this is what, and you can do alts as well on Chalkboard. So again, you can drop a 14.5 to like 13 or 12. So you can build builders. Like I built a couple of these 2-leg builders, and then I went a little crazy and did like, a 3 and a 4 and even a 5-legger. But again, you can take advantage of those alts, and you'll see all of these X plays popping up there on the right that are basically dictating where the ARB spots are. It's awesome. Awesome, man.
Yeah, I can't believe that's still a thing.
For now,
think it'll be like that for a while, yeah.
You got to let us know when it's drying up, though, man.
Yeah, no, I will. I've been doing hits, runs, RBI.
Yep, hits, run, RBI. I've had, and I'll say this too, right? For people that are new to the tool or maybe thinking about it, right? Slop gets you in free week. You also get half off your first month on it. And that's the thing, buddy. You can get in for a free week. So you're good, JC. But hits aren't necessarily crushing at a lot of the books, but you can still take advantage of our markets by applying the Profit X theory. And all of a sudden now you got Sheets, right? Kyle in there, a couple of guys getting a hit. Ellie, Seeger, bang, 4 guys get a hit. That's a massive payout on any of these places. Oh no, not Dale, Ellie. Pardon me. That's
not Ellie, but yeah, Seeger, Kyle, the other Kyle, Higgy,
yep.
Gavin Sheets. Yeah, no, I mean basically the X thing is fading Profit X on these tools. Do not fade the book. So you see how that's BetMGM. Do not fade that. That is not going to work well for you. But fading Profit X on the tools will, because they're under so far out of whack now that it's actually a really good EV play.
Right.
You can't get anywhere close to it in the market, which to me means the exact opposite. Go the other way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's too good to be true. It probably is. Well, guess what? It is. When you look at this line, you're gonna be like, "Oh, that is way too good to be true." Plus 128. It is. It's so good. You should take the other side.
Absolutely. There's a reason why it's that good. Just like in real life.
Yep.
Your intuition would pop up if you saw a cheeseburger for a nickel, right?
Yeah.
Like
I know that cheeseburger.
Nah. You ever been south of the border?
No.
Oh, dude. South of the border. It's just over, I believe it's the South Carolina border. And
I thought you talked about like Mexico and shit. Yeah, I've been south of the border.
You know the south of the border, right?
Yeah, the big there's a big gorilla over there.
Pedro is there, right? The big sombrero. Yeah, the gorilla, exactly right. So if you go into the whole cafeteria area, there's a spot that will sell 39-cent burgers. I mean, just say that out loud. Where are you getting a 39-cent burger outside of your uncle charging you per burger at a cookout?
Yeah, I don't know. My uncle probably wouldn't charge.
That's what I'm saying. So you wouldn't pay 39 cents a burger. You wouldn't pay, you wouldn't look at that same thing with Profit X and say, oh my goodness, Gavin Sheets, are you kidding me? Plus 140. Something's not right.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. All right. So let's go home runs. Let's talk a little dingers. Did the stream this morning, pulled out 7 guys. Only problem is the first 2 guys might not even play because they're in the same game. It might get rained out. But here's the thing.
Oh, I love this. Yeah.
What if it doesn't get rained out? Like, then what?
Somebody's going to hit a home run.
Yeah, we got Alec Burleson and O'Neal Cruz both hitting home runs. Danny Jansen, who the hell is that guy? Nick Kurtz, he's back. Vlad wants back in the circle of trust. Roman Anthony scratching his way in. and Ketel Marte. Definitely in.
Right. Right.
All right?
Oh man.
So if you look at the cash out, it's still 361. So they know. They know. And then I got Juventus, however you say that. That's an ARB, so I would not mess with that.
That's your
the
30
other side somewhere else.
That's beautiful, man. I love that Millie. I know I say it a lot. It's very hard for me to dislike a Millie ticket, but that one looks really crisp.
It's so hard to dislike a Millie ticket because they're home. Like, how would you possibly be like, yeah, that ain't hitting? You know what I mean? Like, dude, no shit. It's 361 to get $1 million. So chances are, yeah, it's probably not hitting. But that's only 7 guys I just listed. And all 7 of those guys are hitting bombs. So we just all link up, like kind of like Voltron a little bit. You know what I mean?
That's it.
We're back. We're millionaires. All of us.
Everybody's got a role, right? The guy who's the head.
One.
Yep. That's
you know what else today is? Opening night in the Tewksbury Old Man Softball League. Tom's.
Golf ball?
No, softball.
Oh, softball.
Mm-hmm.
Softball.
Tewksbury Old Man Softball. Opening night. The tips are going to begin the title defense, which we've never done before. Our first year ever, winning last year. So we're going to raise the banner tonight and then get to it game 1. So that's huge. That would be a great night to hit a millie.
Well, I mean,
you know what I mean? To come check your phone after beating the Bombers down and realize that all you need is Ketel Marte, who's obviously hitting a home run, who's the best closer in the East, like Mariano Rivera of home run closers.
Take us through the chronology here. Let's go back to the millie real quick. And let's look at where you'll be specific to the night in softball when Marte is up. And I love what you said in the video. The Mariano Rivera of Millie is Ketel Marte.
Yeah,
so where are you going to be? Let's just assume, because that's how it's going to happen. Let's assume that it's first pitch gone to the moon. Now he's hitting in the bottom half, right, of that first inning.
Yep.
So you'll get to him there. So what time, let's say maybe 10, let's say maybe 10:10.
Game starts at 7. All right, so game starts at 7:30. The banner raising probably is at 7:30. So by the time this game starts, Burleson, Cruz, Vlad, and Roman Anthony will already have homered, and Jansen and Kurtz will be either just about to homer or just did homer. So this game is gonna be like we're gonna be done with the home runs and just waiting on Marte for probably at least an hour and a half. All right, this 9:30 slot probably start at 8 or 7:45ish after the banner raising ceremony. That will probably put us. We will be way done by then. Although I would never tell my wife that. I always tell her the games go long, 3-hour games, 4 hours.
Of course, everybody hits.
Thirsty over there, it's fun. But we got to hydrate.
Sure.
So anyways, we will be watching the next game, which I don't know who it is off the top of my head, but it's somebody, but not us. The next game. So yeah,
you'll be scouting the next game to see who wins that.
We like to see the guys, you know what I mean? It's been a while. We haven't been in uniform since last September. So it's been a while. You want to definitely check out their game. Like I said, get rid of all the stuff in your cooler. You don't want to go home with a full cooler. You want to go home with an empty cooler. So we're going to empty that out. That takes time. Talk about the game, what happened.
Sure.
And in that time, there's a chance I'll miss the home run. There's a chance I'll miss it. I won't even be thinking about it. And I'll just look at my phone. It's like, oh, shit, it's 10:15. I'll look. Yeah, Marte's already homered.
That's my question, though. Follow-up here is, who is the person that, let's assume that you're in the moment right now. I've seen you do that before. You've tweeted out like, hey, here's my home runs, or here's a millie. I'm going to kids soccer or kids.
I won't even know.
Exactly. So who is the, let's talk this through. It's 10:11 at night tonight. Ketel Marte puts one on Mars, and you have your phone like in your pocket, or you're just talking to your buddies. You're having fun, right? Sipping some suds. Who is calling you nonstop until you pick up to let you know that you've won $1 million?
McBetts. It would 100% be McBetts. he will have tweeted it and texted me the tweet multiple times, and then he would be on the phone call.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
It
awesome.
would definitely be him.
Like, you can't stop until you pick up.
That I know.
I'm sorry?
A lot of guys would just assume that I know.
Yeah, I figured. That's why I was curious.
He'll stop you from what you're doing.
Right, but you've got a buddy and someone, and it's McBetts here, who's not going to stop. I mean, that's like right?
What just happened.
Exactly. You need to keep calling, texting. You actually copy and paste the text, keep texting. It's a great problem to have, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going to be incredible. Incredible. So, yeah, so that millie's hitting. There's different variations if you want. You don't have to go for the full millie. You can just go 3 or 4 if you want to do that. I'm not gonna kill you for that. I don't know. I just think, I don't know. Did you see Deshaun Watson taking Shedeur Sanders under his wing?
Oh,
mentor to the Browns. They got to stop that immediately.
Yeah, whose idea was that?
Like what are you doing? Like, I wouldn't even let anyone. I wouldn't even let a friend of mine near Deshaun Watson. Like, no one's allowed near him.
Well, that's the thing. Like, whose idea? I can't imagine that was Deion's idea, right? Like, Deion woke up. I know Deion gets a lot of shit, but he's also done really well on multiple areas for it. He's not an idiot, right? Like, Deion's not an idiot.
Deion's smart, dude. He's
that's my point, right?
Guys on the planet. Like, he's very smart.
This decision was born out of idiocy.
I would cut Watson immediately. Seriously, you can't have a freaking predators running around the locker room. Like, that's crazy.
No, not in the slightest. You can't.
No. I mean, well, the fact that they went and got him anyway, that's just another. I just was scrolling. I just saw that.
That's amazing, by the way. Like,
back
you don't have Joe Flacco?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to get somebody else in. There's got to be somebody better than Deshaun Watson to mentor your young quarterback. If there's not, then I guess you're the Browns, but still.
By the way, I know some more dingers here. I got a couple to pop in a sec, but
yeah, I want to hear yours.
Have you ever checked your CLV on these millies? And some of it stands to reason because you're putting out $1 million ticket every day to hundreds and thousands of followers that you have across multiple platforms. But like, in order for me to get $1 million, I basically have to put $6 in on your ticket right now.
Yeah. Oh,
like
really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're moving the market on $1 million parlays.
That's crazy. You know what? I'll be honest with you. Somebody said that about basketball years ago. I would never know. I never chat. I don't care what they move to. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it ruins my brain.
But that's the thing.
Like, the strikeouts is where it used to really hurt my feelings.
Right.
And it was just like, and I'd end up being like, oh shit, man. And then you watch the guy go and light the team up for like 2 more than you had him for, and you're like,
yep,
I knew that. Like I liked it for a reason. If I was wrong, then I'm wrong. I'm not going back in before the game starts to tell me that I was wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna let it play out.
Yep.
You know,
no, I get that,
if
man.
it's happening all the time and I'm losing, then yeah, I'm gonna start to care. You know what I mean? But at some point, like, CLV has always escaped me because it's this magical thing that we're all chasing, but it really don't mean shit. Like, when you think about like buying something with CLV, you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe it has its place. I'm not saying it means nothing, but at the end of the day, like the day's way over. It really didn't mean anything. You know what I mean? It really didn't. Like, you're right. Your bet was either going to win or was going to lose, man. Like, and I do get the concept. I'm not saying I don't get it. And there are many times where it does matter, but it just doesn't to me, man.
I think it's something like Law and Order, where you can bring a lawyer up on the stand to back anything. Like, you'll find a lawyer out there to back any point you want. And I think CLV is very open to that. Like, I know there's a guy, Philly Godfather, here in Philly, long time, old school capper, and he's profitable, transparent, all of that. And he's exactly like that, Slop. Like, if you win your bets, it doesn't matter where the lines close, what have you. Like, if you're on the right side, it's going to work. And then you got the math guys who will point to data, point to history, and say, well, we too are profitable. But it's like, dude, you can tell me what's going to get you to 85 years old, and somebody next to you can tell them what they're going to get to 85 years old, but it's not always for me. And I think that's probably the best way to describe it how you did, which is it's open for everybody. But I'll end it like this. I love CLV. It's great to brag about. It's great because the tools do all that, but I can't feed my kids with it.
No, I mean, if the bet lost, that's great, man. Like you had a great bet, but it lost. So how great was it? Like try tucking yourself in at night with a great bet that lost. You know, that right. Does not feel good. Anyway, like just either win or lose. That's what it is. What did you pick? You took over, it went under. Guess what? You were wrong.
Yep.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like if you're like that about it, it kind of helps, I think. You know, because you don't fall into all that stuff. There is understanding, wading in those waters. There is that. Like I'm not saying you just be a total Neanderthal about it, but at the same time, what are we? I mean, I don't know. Did it win? You know?
I mean, yeah, I guess the only way it's like if you're betting on nuclear war on Kalshi and you were wrong on that, but you got massive CLV, it's probably good.
Right? Yeah. Yep. Or against it and you got good CLV, you still lost.
Right. Here come the missiles. Right. You're heading to the shelter. It's like, check this CLV I just got, man.
Enjoy that radiation. See if that tucks you in. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I'm not really the guy when it comes to that. But yeah, no, I do like how the lines move. I do like, I'll be honest with you, it does feel good when you look back later. Like usually strikeouts, that's the market I care about. And like a lot of times you'll come back later and your guy you got at, minus 105 is now minus 130 across the board. And you're like, yeah.
Look at that.
Look at that. You know what I mean? Like that was right. So don't get me wrong. I'm not like oblivious to it. It's just
no, I know you aren't.
Yeah.
And I just love how refreshing of a take you had on it. That's all.
It's just what it is, man. What are you supposed to do? No. All right, let's find something else using the tools and get the hell out of here. We don't got any WNBA tonight. I think that's their day off, right?
It is. It is.
We won't see any of that pop up. So if you want to do the fade Profit X, which is very fun to do, Corey Seager's going to get a hit, but the problem is you can't bet that anywhere because it's going to be minus something, like 200 something. It's saying to fade that Trent Grisham total hits. Bet you he gets a hit. I would say, who's pitching for Toronto? Do you know? Top of your head, somebody.
Yeah. Sorry, I just had it here.
I've been through that game 4 times. I still don't remember who's pitching. Is it Berrios?
I have Scherzer down right now.
Scherzer, that's who it is.
Yep. By the way,
dude, he's the next guy.
Yep.
They're saying 6+ strikeouts for him.
I don't hate it. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. Judge, Rice, you got to earn one, but it's not impossible. Wells will K. Grisham has a K in him. Dominguez has a K in him. Chisholm has a K in him. Volpe has a K in him.
Yeah, I mean, he could get 6.
I'm waiting at 7 if he's hot. 6 isn't bad. That's plus money, I hope, right?
I don't think so. It might be though. The under 5.5 is plus 105. So that leads me to believe we're not getting plus money on the over.
A couple of guys are popping on the live odds, by the way, for home runs.
All right, who?
Bryson Stott. So if you want to go, Bryson Stott, you got a little edge there. He's plus 750 on FanDuel. So again, this is just using the tool. It's not like we're originating it. It's just taking advantage of the same process here. You got a couple of guys that are really good on X. Again, like I can't imagine this is an ARB. Brandon Marsh, who I'm not racing to bet, but here you go. Alec Boehm is 660 on Profit X. The number should be 640, and nobody's even close to that.
Nice.
Right? Try to see if there's anybody else. And that's a big thing, too, is I just kind of look through it here. It depends how long you want to go, right? Like Adam Frazier. Most books have him 11-1, 12-1. You get him 16-1 over at Profit X. I try to keep it somewhat reasonable, right? And see if lays, somebody. Nolan Arenado, he's 640 on Profit X.
I was a big Nolan guy.
He's down to 5-1 at FanDuel slot, less than that everywhere else. That's not a bad break on Profit X.
People know, bro.
You start to get these numbers.
I'm going to do a Profit X show in a little bit. I'll tell you right now, I'm going Vlad over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I think that's happening.
Did you look at Davis Schneider at all tonight? He's got some edge to him. There's actually an ARB option. There's an ARB spot for him, to be honest.
Yeah, I could see him.
on FanDuel and then Profit X, thanks to the tools. But yeah, Schneider popped for a home run. A couple other guys here that are worth it. The long shot guys are always going to come out, right? Because there's always going to be longer odds discrepancy. But
wild odds discrepancy once you get over the 500, 600, 700.
Correct. I mean, again, though, like sometimes you'll just get a guy who's in that decent stretch. Like Jake Magnum is at 16-1 for X, but he's down there like 10-1, what have you. All right, so here you go. This one's actually kind of interesting. Ramon Urias is 780 on Profit X, right, Slop? The number should be plus 693. So we've said, like, okay, the fair value for this guy hitting a jack tonight should be plus 693. I don't know what FanDuel took it down, or maybe it's just not updated. But everywhere else, like DraftKings, he's 475. Fanatics, he's 475. Fluff, he's 460. So you've got all these other bets, all the PointsBet, right? Unibet, Onyx, all these other books where he's drastically lower. If he pops for you, all of it, that's an amazing number over there. I mean, you'd have to look at the Orioles tonight, right? Like, did you even look at anybody on that team?
Nope.
All right, so let's do
I
this.
think why I was out on them.
I mean, Urias, he's got 6 jacks off 226 this year. I mean, the launch angle's not terrible. He's more blue than red, but look, he's going up against Patrick Corbin, who is more than
he's got Corbin,
right?
So Corbin is
dude, he's number 2 on Prop Finder right here, as far as a matchup is concerned, because Corbin is giving up jack after jack to righties.
It's the slider. Well, he's given up 8 home runs to righties on the season. He's given up 12 all day, but the 4 to lefties,
slider,
he doesn't see a lot of lefties. So 21 innings pitched to left-handers, 4 innings, 4 home runs. That's 1.71 home run per 9. 8 home runs to righties, which equals out to be about 1.33 home runs per 9. It's the slider
and the cutter.
So it's the cutter that 4 home runs, 259 ISO to righties, and the slider 153 ISO, 2 home runs to righties. And it looks like Urias hits the slider 571 ISO on that pitch. He's only seen it 10% of the time. Corbin throws that more than anything.
Look at the cutter too, right? Like the opposing ISO
the cutter 750. So Urias is 100% in play from a fundamental standpoint, not just technical.
Exactly. So I think this is the beauty of it. We just married prediction and number.
Yeah.
Like that's a high school sweetheart marriage right there. That sucker's gonna last.
And they don't even hate each other. Not yet, at least. We'll wait for the game to be over.
Dude, I love it, man. I can, no matter what I say, you're ready to go. That's not easy.
No, it's not, dude. I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. I'm putting that in right now.
Me too. Don't bank it.
As a the no sweat one.
Wait, what number are you getting there though?
Oh, yeah, I can't take this. It's at DraftKings. Is at like 475.
That's my point. You got to bet it right now on Profit X. He's not even up there right now on FanDuel.
Yeah, you can't.
So there's no way that FanDuel is going to turn this thing around. Dude, I got him at 780, right?
Yeah, that's not even remotely
in
line with what it should be.
Dude, we'll do this every day so long as you want, where we can find something like this. It doesn't take, you saw that, right? It doesn't take long, where we found something that made sense from a number standpoint. You look on your prediction, you look at, if it's Prop Finder or something else, you're marrying your own origination process.
I always go Prop Finder just because of the pitches. I think that's where it lies. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you want form. Pitch mix is pretty important. So you got a guy that hits the breaking shit very good. Well, you know what I mean? Like he's going up against a pitcher that throws a bunch of breaking shit. Well, it makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, on his hits, runs, RBI is minus 103 at X, but then there's only $1 liquidity. It's minus 122 after that. which I don't love, but hits runs RBI. I thought he was going to be a half, but he's a candidate to move in the order tonight based on what he does to this pitch mix. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not bad. And then you got the flip side of it was what number?
122, which is in line.
Yep. Oh man, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this guy to go yard.
That's going to be hilarious.
If he goes yard, I'm giving out a free month on Slop's account. So he gets credit for it.
Dude,
but you got to sign up. That's what we'll do. You sign up now using code SLOP. And when this guy hits, we'll extend 2 people, right, that have used code SLOP today. We'll extend you for an extra month. Don't worry. We'll pay for it. So you're not taking any money out of Hyslop's pocket.
I like it.
All right. Does that work?
Yeah.
Dude, I'll do this every day. All right. Every day we'll find something. We'll marry the two, the origination process via Prop Finder, as well as what we're doing on Portfolio. We'll get you guys sign up. And then once these hit, we'll just keep extending, right? Because you'll see, like, this is a real easy process that you can add to what you're doing.
You need as many ways to do this as possible, guys.
Can't get stale, man.
Yep.
How old is the Millie?
It's been a while now. We were doing it last year, probably 2 years old now.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, how old is legalized betting? How old is parlays? You've evolved yourself into that piece of content where you're doing something, right? Like, it's never the same, right?
Yeah, no, that one's staying just because it's gonna be so hard to hit. But I know what you're saying. It just evolves.
That's what I mean, right? Like, Yep.
All right, Ramon Urias, that's our guy. He's gonna show his face in the Profit X stream after this. But guys, get the OddsShopper tools. They're free for a week. Promo code SLOP. There's a link in the description. Like I said, just go click the link. Use promo code SLOP. Free for a week. 50% off your first purchase after that. So there's that. If it sucks, you'll never have to use it again because you'll know before you ever spend a dime. So try it. You're going to love it. And we will see you tomorrow. Same time, Dinger Tuesday. Thanks for watching. If we win the milli tonight, don't do anything stupid. We want to come back tomorrow and we want to hit it again. But the only thing better than winning 1 milli is win 2 millis back to back. All right. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching.